What's up guys, my name's Kenny, and in this video I thought it would be a great idea to see if one of these AI chat bots like ChatGPT, if it could solve the connections game. Now if you don't know what connections is, it's a word game from the New York Times. Now I play Wordle every day on my channel, and a lot of people who play Wordle are now playing this connections game, and the objective of the game is to create 4 groups of 4. So it gives you 16 different words, and you have to try to find the right categories to match them up and to fit them into where they belong. This is what today's set of words are. There are 16 of them. As you can see, there's words like catch, spot, bone, lucky, see, and shirt, and so on. And so there's only one correct solution. However, I thought it would be interesting to find out if this AI chatbot thing could solve it. Now, I'm not using ChatGPT, I'm using a different one, but hopefully it can get it right. So let's go ahead and first of all, I want to make sure that you see what my prompt was. I tried to be as specific as I could to kind of give it instructions to kind of explain what the game was. So this is kind of what I put in. Connections is a New York Times game where you have to create 4 groups of 4 from the 16 given words. Can you solve the word puzzle of putting them into their correct categories based on relating to each other in some way? Connect the words somehow, create 4 groups of 4. There's only one solution. Here are today's 16 words. Catch, spot, bone, lucky, see, shirt, fly, storm, chum, notice, Rex, bait, Fido, sinker, observe, and rover. So that is what I inputted into this AI chat thing, and it did in fact create 4 categories of 4. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what it spit out. All right, let's go ahead and see the response. Here's what it says. Sure, let's try to solve the word puzzle and create 4 groups of 4 words each. Group 1, catch, spot, fly, bait, explanation. These words are related to fishing. You use bait to catch fish, you can spot fish in the water, and you may use fly as bait when fly fishing. Okay, so it didn't do a bad job necessarily. Fly and bait certainly were the correct answers for today's connections. Spot was not one of them. Spot was actually a dog's name, and then catch was one of the words used to describe seeing things or noticing or perceiving. So it came pretty close. It actually, putting the word catch in with the fish category is interesting. I never thought about that during my solve today. But yeah, you can catch fish. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, the AI definitely, so far, I liked the explanation, but it was not correct. All right, group 2. Storm, chum, notice, and sink. Okay, I'm really curious to see how chum fits in here. Explanation. These words are related to weather and its effects. Storm refers to a weather event. Chum can refer to ground bait and used in fishing. Related to the previous group, notice can be associated with watching weather warnings, and sink relates to sinking or going down, which could be associated with stormy waters. Okay, yeah, chum, I'm not really sure how chum is relates at all to storm and weather, but all right. It literally just says see previous group, I guess there. Okay, group 3, bone, Rex, Fido, and rover. Explanation. These words are related to dogs. Bone is a common treat for dogs. That is true. Okay, I like that connection. So far, that is a good one. Rex and Rover are popular dog names, so already it's smarter than me because I didn't even realize that Rover was a dog's name. I didn't think about dogs at all. And Fido is a traditional name associated with dogs. Okay, so it just didn't put spot in this one, but, or no, wait, Rex wasn't in here. Rex was T-Rex. That was, the other category was T-Rex, T-Bone, T-Storm. So yeah, it didn't, so what was the other dog that it missed? Spot and Lucky. Yeah, did they even use Lucky yet? No, maybe it put Lucky in this final category. Let's find out. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to group 4. It does have Lucky in here as Lucky, see, shirt, and observe. Explanation. These words are related to vision and perception. Okay, perceive was in fact one of the categories, so it did get a category correct, which is great. But lucky, okay, here's how it says lucky's in here. Lucky can be associated with seeing positive outcomes. Okay, first of all, I love the positivity. It's a very creative way of putting lucky into the perception category. See is directly related to vision. Sure is something we can observe people wearing, and observe is a synonym for watching or noticing. Okay, so those are the 4 categories. It also says, I hope this solution fits the criteria of the puzzle and provides a satisfying answer. Okay, so if I go back up, so it has dogs as one of the categories. It has perception as one of the categories. It has fishing, and it has weather. Oh yeah, that's what. So okay, so that's the category that it added. So one of the correct categories was T-Storm, T-Bone, T-Rex, and T-Shirt. And instead of that category, which was the purple category, it replaced that with weather because storm is here. So that's fascinating. The way it kind of got 3 of the category, like the actual categories. It got those correct. It just didn't get any of the 4. It didn't get the grouping of the actual 4 words correct in any of them. But I like the association right away with the fishing thing. Fishing was also the first category that I found. So anyway, this was fun. I thought this was actually a really interesting thing. I've thought about seeing if one of these AI things could do the games, and sure enough, it did. So thank you guys so much for checking this out. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my next connection solve and my Wordle solve. So see you guys then.